Hey everybody, this is Diane with Crafting with Fury, and I am here with Scrappy Shack, and we are on day number 11 of the Spellbinders 13 days of Craftoween. So let's see what 11 is. Let's get in here, and on the 11th day of Craftoween, Spellbinders gave to me and Suki, let's see, what did they give us? Never fails the minute that I try to do a video. Here she comes. Hasn't had anything to do with me all day. So, ooh, we have got a haunted house. You can never have enough cute little haunted houses. So stinking cute. And it actually does come with a bat too. So let me show you what we are going to create. So this is what I come up with, and what I decided to do was I decided to use Simon Hurley's snow globe and kind of put it like in a globe. So stinking cute. So let me get our supplies and we'll get started on this cute little. All right, so let me show you what we're going to use. We are going to use Distress Oxide, Squeezed Lemonade, Spiced Marmalade, Wilted Violet, and Black Soot. So that'll be our inks that we're going to use. I'm going to use some Distress Spritz, Hickory Smoke, and this is the dyes that I have used. So for the snow globe, I use Spellbinders, this Simon Hurley, and this is actually, it comes with all of these Christmas goodies, but I decided, yeah, make it Halloween. So use that. And then the sentiment, I used Halloween Icons, the Better Press. And then, as I have during all of these cards, I've used some ghosts. I don't think I used a cat on this one. No, didn't use the cat, but the ghost came from this one. It's the Cuckoo Cottage Halloween add-on. And then these bats here, I actually got from this, and this is the Halloween Wreath add-on. So, yep. So let's get started. I've got everything ready. And let's go ahead. And what I used is I used a circle die just to make an outline. I cut a circle in acetate that we are going to put on the back. And then this is going to be what we ink blend on. And I actually got a pack of vellum Halloween paper from Michael's. And you can kind of see how pretty that is. And we're going to glue this down. So I'm going to set that aside. So let's go ahead and do our ink blending first. Alrighty, so let's start with, let's do our orange first. Our spiced marmalade, and it really doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be smooth ink blending. So let's just start with some orange on the top here. It's gorgeous. So there's the spooky sky. Let's do some wilted violet. And we're just going to kind of blend up into that. Make it dusky looking. Love that. Okay. And then on the bottom, we're going to use some black soot. Let's use this. Love it, love it, love it. So there is our creepy little sky. Reminds me of Halloween. We'll put some more purple, darker purple there. Alrighty. And then what we're going to do is we are going to do some hickory smoke spritz just to give it a little sparkle. Alright. We are going to set that aside. Let that dry. And then what we're going to do is get our haunted house out, and we want to ink blend where this is going to show through the windows. And what I did was I used spiced or squeezed lemonade first, and then we're going to go in with some of the spiced marmalade to give it an eerie glow. I hope you guys have enjoyed this series as much as I've enjoyed doing it, and I truly appreciate everyone sticking with me for all these days. So let's just go ahead and add just a little, and let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, I like that. And so then what we're going to do is we are going to glue our house down to the base piece there. This is a cute, nice size house die. Okay. Let's go ahead and even that up. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So there is our house. And let's go ahead and working with acetate can be kind of hard because it will show any glue or anything. So what I'm going to do is, thinking I didn't cut out a big enough piece of acetate. And I'm thinking I didn't. All right, let's see what we can do. Okay, so here is our acetate, and it's basically the same size as our circle. And what you want to make sure that you do, acetate shows everything. What you'll want to do is you can use double-sided tape or you can use wet glue. It really doesn't matter. But if you use wet glue, make sure that you put glue on the outer edge instead of on the inner edge. That way it won't leak into your acetate, because if it does, may have a hard time getting it off, and then you've got a smear. Which, there again, if it happens, just cover it up with a ghost or something. So it really doesn't matter. There's no mistakes in crafting. Everything is unique and it's handmade. So what we're going to do is I'm going to lay my acetate down on that, and where I put the glue, it shouldn't have leaked over onto where you can see it. So let's go ahead. And then what I'm going to do is I want it to be popped up, so I am going to use some pop dots. And I think what I'll do is I'll kind of cut them in half. That way they don't show. And I'm going to do this all the way around. Okay, so what I've done is I have put glue or pop dots all around. Now, if you wanted to actually make this into a shaker, you would have to make sure that you didn't have any gaps to where your glitter or your sequins would fall out. So see, we're going to put that over that. Gorgeous. And we are going to build our card now. And I'm going to glue down my vellum. I just love the way that looks. And I truly do not care if some of the glue kind of shows through, which with the black background, it won't. But you'll have a lot already. I think I'm about out of glue. Let's see. Let me grab this. There we go. Gonna have to fill it up. Alrighty. And we're just going to even that up the best we can. Okay. Alrighty. And so now what we want to do is we want to build our globe. And I'm not going to pop anything up in here because I kind of just want to lay it flat. So let's glue that down. I am definitely out of glue. Alrighty. So there we go. I put some of my wonderful Bearly Art glue in my, there we go. So there is our house. And now what we're going to do, let's get all of our goodies out here. And let's go ahead and put our bats down. And we want to do this before we put the acetate over it. Okay. Let's do something different on this one. We'll put that one there. It's amazing how the glue works, isn't it, when it's actually full? Okay, we're going to put another bat there. We're just going to do something different. Alrighty, let's go ahead and put our ghosties down. Whoops. Used a lot of glue on that one. Let's fix that. Lay that down. And let's put another one. And let's do this one. I'm not gonna use a lot of glue. There we go. We're not gonna pop them up. Let's see. Where can we put these little fellers? That one can be coming out of the house. I like that. So let's glue that. That one's flying right out the window. Okay. And let's put this one. This one can be flying out of this window. Yeah, like it. So let's go ahead and glue this down. Love it. How stinking cute. And you can see that with that hickory smoke, it just gives it that little shimmer. Love it. All right, so what I want to do is I want to lay this flat. So let's go ahead and glue this one down. So cute, so cute. I love this one. Okay. Hey, Sookie. What's up, girl? And then what we're going to do is we are going to, I know, we know. She's a vocal little thing sometimes. So let's go ahead and take the backing off of our foam squares. And we're going to lay this down. All right. I think I've got some stuff on there, but gives it character. All right, so we're just going to lay that there. And then we have our base that's going to go right here. And we're definitely going to pop that up. So let's get some foam squares. Whoops, how stinking cute is that? It's so easy to put together. Okay. Perfect. So let's go ahead, take this off. Now you could use some picket fence to kind of grunge up the base if you wanted to. Do it a different color, does not matter. So I'm just going to kind of put that right over the bottom. So see there, whoops, that don't look even. So let's take that off. Try that again. Looked like a little cricket. That's better. So there is our haunted snow globe. And what we're going to do is put our sentiment. And I like this one that says, I would never ghost you. And I'm actually going to use a little bit of this on the white, because the white is just way too white. And I'm just going to kind of tone that down a little bit. And then we're going to put some foam squares on the back. And that fits perfect. Even though it wasn't specifically made for that, it fits perfect. And I do have a couple more ghosts that we can put on there. I just love the way this one turned out. I think when I seen the house, this was what I thought of. And kind of what I really like is I have used so many different dies to coordinate with this. And I'm using a lot of them that I've never used before. You know, this is supposed to be a Christmas globe. Well, you don't have to be a Christmas globe. We made it into a Halloween globe. You could put it into a birthday globe. You could just do anything. So I've got a couple more ghosties here. And we're going to use them. And I need another little black eyeballs. So let's go ahead and glue those on the back. And we are done with day number, what is today? Oh, the 11th. Day number 11. It's just going by way too fast. So let's go ahead and glue this. And we might actually pop this one up. So let's glue this down. And then after this one, we've only got 2 more. Makes me sad. Makes me want to start all over and do something different. Okay. I'm going to put a pop dot on each one of them. So cute. I love these little ghosties. I love it. I love it. And so see, I think that sentiment's perfect. I would never ghost you. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have that one coming out there. And we're gonna have this one. Work with me here. Okay. Let's go ahead and, whoops, his little face fell off. That's no good. There we go. Let's have this one coming up right there. Wow. There we go, guys. So this is day number 11 right here. This fun Halloween house. And so this is what we just made. Super easy, super fun. And then this is the first one I made. So thank you guys so very much for joining me on this spooky Halloween day number 11. And I will see you tomorrow for number 12.